Welcome to our Guard Your Health series. We are providing information that is not often learned in school, okay? Guarding your health is not one of the subjects that's taught. There might be some health related teaching in school, but it's an important topic, and uh, that's the role I've played for many decades as a practicing nutritionist, is seeing myself more as an educator and trying to provide information that sometimes people are just unaware of, or never really learned, or never really thought about. So what I want to do now is I want to talk about, this topic will be called Beyond Vitamins. Now, we all know vitamins and minerals play a critical role in our health and well-being. As a nutritionist, I can tell you, through the studies I've had in nutrition, we need approximately 40 different nutrients a day. And if you're getting 39 out of the 40, you might feel you're doing fantastic. If you could imagine a ball player getting on base 39 out of 40 times, he'd have some contract. In the world of nutrition, though, it doesn't work that way, because any nutrient that you become deficient in over time will lead to some illness or some disease in the body. Just to give you a few examples, if you're deficient in iron, for a long enough period of time, eventually you'll develop something called iron deficiency anemia. If you're deficient in calcium or vitamin D, it will affect your bone health down the road. So every nutrient is essential, and we have to do the best we can to secure getting those nutrients from a well-balanced eating plan, possibly some supplementation, to ensure that we're getting as many of these nutrients to really get it, all that we need. Having said that, this talk today is really a little bit different. We're going to talk about beyond vitamins and minerals, and we're going to address something called phytonutrients, also known as plant chemicals. As you probably know, foods are made up of many complex chemicals, and the term is called phytonutrients. Phyto means plant, and nutrients, the nutrients that are made up in those plant foods. I could tell you that approximately 10,000 phytonutrients or plant chemicals have been identified today, and that list, I'm sure, is continuing to grow. Out of those 10,000 plant chemicals, only about 1,000 have been well studied. We're not going to go through 1,000 today, but I'm going to give you some of the more common ones that you may have heard of, and I'm going to tell you some of the health benefits that you get by consuming these foods that contain these phytonutrients. So, the real buzzword in nutrition today is something called rainbow nutrition. The more colorful your diet is, and the more that your diet consists of whole, unprocessed foods, the more vitamins and minerals you're going to get. But maybe as important or more important are the plant chemicals that you're going to get. And these plant chemicals benefit us in many, many ways. They could protect the cells in the body, the blood vessels. They could reduce the risk of, of getting dementia. They provide your blood vessels will be healthier. They help reduce inflammation in the body. Um, they protect and provide your skin with better health. So we're going to cover the food groups today, the different colored food groups, and we're going to show you the plant chemicals that are found in that particular color. And I want you to be aware that if you are missing a certain color, this is something I do with my patients. I look at a food diary that they keep, and I try to assess colors that are missing in their diet. So if they've gone 3 days without an orange food or a blue food or a green food or a yellow food, I try to point out the things that they're missing by avoiding that color, by not getting that color. And I encourage people to try to get as many of the colors in the rainbow as you can get on a daily basis. Some of you may know the acronym Roy G. Biv. That's how kids are taught in school to learn the colors of the rainbow. ROYGBIV, Roy G. Biv. The red is red, the O is orange, the Y is yellow, the G is green, and BIV, BIV. B for blue, I for indigo, and V for violet. Um, so we're going to talk briefly about each category, some of the plant chemicals that are found in those different colors, and some of the health benefits. And once again, to make this Guard Your Health series here, this topic today, a little bit more relevant, think about colors that are missing in your meal plans and look for ways through your meals and snacks that you can add more color into your meal plans. Okay, so let's start with R for red. We're not going to list all the red foods, but there are many, from beets, tomatoes, cherries. There are quite a number of red foods. And red foods, one of the plant chemicals that are in red foods is called lycopene. And lycopene has benefits for the prostate. It could reduce the risk of developing certain cancers, reduce the risk of macular degeneration, which is a serious eye disorder, and it even has benefits for cardiovascular health. So look for red and look for getting the lycopene that's in the red. The next group I want to cover is the orange, O for orange. And there are a good number of orange foods. There are carrots and sweet potatoes, apricots, butternut squash, nectarines, papayas, peaches, quite a number of orange foods. Orange foods, the grouping of phytonutrients in orange foods are known as the carotenoids, and probably the more famous or well-known carotenoid is something called beta-carotene. It's a compound that gets converted into vitamin A in our bodies, and it also has excellent antioxidant properties, may protect against certain types of cancers, also may protect against macular degeneration, and also seems to have heart benefits and benefits for the skin as well. So make sure that orange, you are looking to get maybe an orange colored food in your diet every day or as many days of the week as you can. The next food group is the yellow group. It is also a source of beta carotene, and it also has some lutein. Some of the examples of yellow foods would be yellow peppers, pineapple, yellow squash, corn. There are yellow tomatoes, and even the yolk of an egg is yellow. So there is there are some interesting phytochemicals, lutein being the more prominent one in the yellow group. Now we're going to move to the green group. Greens are a little bit more common as a food because there are many, many green foods, and I would say people tend to get some greens in, but you are looking to really get something green every day. It could be avocado. It could be green leafy vegetables, broccoli, kiwi, green peppers, spinach. Quite a good list of green foods. Again, the green foods are very, very good sources, probably the best source of a phytochemical called lutein. Lutein plays a major role in maintaining eye health. And dark green leafy vegetables are a great source. There's another phytochemical in greens called indoles, and they are found primarily in cruciferous vegetables like green cabbage, broccoli, also in Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. Also, they have some cancer protecting benefits, so that makes it a very important choice as well. And now we're going to move on to the last grouping. I'm going to do this grouping together, blue, indigo, and violet, because I'm not an artist. I have trouble differentiating between indigo, violet. Okay, blue might be a little bit easier for me, but we'll combine these colors all together. So what are some of the blue, indigo, and violet foods? Okay, so you have things like blackberries, eggplant, plums, prunes, purple cabbage, purple grapes, and raisins. Okay, that's a pretty good list. There are probably others out there. What are the advantage of these foods? So these foods contain a very powerful antioxidant called anthocyanins. And again, they are very important for strengthening the blood vessels, reducing the risk of the blood clotting. They have a protective role against stroke and cardiovascular disease, may reduce the risk of certain cancers as well as urinary tract infections. So another very, very important color that should be incorporated into your meal plans during the day. Thank you for listening and spreading this information.